to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians tried to escape the horrors of the mists. The troupe are on their way to the hills to watch the final battle. While resting so New Rogue could meditate and recharge his magic, Del and Tyler had a long-overdue chat about how they were holding up in their terrifying new reality. Meanwhile, Shadow Nemesis grew tired of being alone in the ghost realm. In an effort to convince the group to let him stay out with them more often, he explored the area, found an ancient church, and was sent back to the ghost realm after being struck by a mysterious and seemingly soulless creature. Will Shadow Nemesis be able to warn his unsuspecting companions before this new threat finds them? I doubt it.
Before we kick off, I will do a quick recap, dear God, of this entire show up to this point. I will try to make this short. 3 comedians and their stage manager were performing at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival when they were sucked off the stage and into the dd world of Ravenloft. They discovered that they'd been accidentally summoned by Ezra, god of the mists, to be the gods' champions. And Ezra accidentally summoned comedians. So they immediately set about learning D&D classes and gaining blessings and curses from the realm of Ravenloft. Tyler is now green. He's got horns. He's got a pinky he can remove, and he is trained as a blade singer, meaning a wizard that will kick your ass right up close. Guy Bradford died, rip, and he came back. He's now got spectral limbs from his elbows to his hands and his knees to his feet, as well as spooky glowing eyes. He lost all memory and renamed himself New Rogue. Because I think Adam named him Shadow Rogue, and then he became New Rogue because he's a new person. He's also a cleric of Ezra, praying to the mists, determined to do good and try to protect the lives of his friends. Then there's Del Borovic, stage manager and visual artist turned visual bard. She trained as a bard, being able to use her magic. She also claimed the Reality Blade, a stylus that lets her carve her magic into the air around her so she can draw magic. It's dope as hell. Plus, she can talk to ghosts. There's constantly wind blowing through her hair, and she has that reflective dog eye thing that dogs have in lights, like our dear friend Watson. Remember, every bit goes to Watson. Contribute bits towards Watson's recovery. She has that at all times in every direction. And last but not least is Adam, who we've acknowledged as a lovely human in real life. Please support his dog Watson. In the show, though, he's an absolute bastard. He became Adam, then he became Shadow Nemesis, a Saturday morning cartoon villain. He has an evil symbiote named Shadow Master that lives inside his mind, turning him into a venom where he can waste people's time to feed or eat their brains. And Adam sure does hate wasting people's time for food purposes, though he seems to engage in it quite often as Shadow Nemesis in general. Our heroes fought their way through the first domain. They discovered that Ravenloft is a large series of domains, individual realms that are designed to trap a very evil being and then prey on all of their weaknesses to just make it their own personal hell. So they overthrew the realm of the Judge Dredd, D-R-E-A-D. No trademark issues there. And the realm was conquered, and the final blow was delivered by Shadow Nemesis, who became the Dark Lord of the realm. And our heroes discovered that they had to do this 3 more times. If all of them become Dark Lords, Ezra has said, that is the plan. That is the necessary thing to be able to get our heroes back home. They all travel together along with 2 new companions to a new realm, which was, one might say first season and then second season. Along with them, joining them on their journey is Rumple Foreskin, a skeleton horse fueled by fire that was named by chat. None of us thought Rumple Foreskin was going to become a series regular, but this is what happens when you play D&D. Yeah. And the Doctor Deputy. When Shadow Nemesis defeated the Black Knight in the first realm, he took over an army of incompetent squires, sending all of them to their deaths, except for one that hates him and stayed behind in the first realm, and then they got the Doctor Deputy back. He sent Doctor Deputy to his death first. And so Dr. Deputy continued on with our friends. They turned into dolls. They became not dolls. They fought gargoyles. They fought robots. And eventually, at the end of this thrilling season, New Rogue became the Dark Lord of the realm, where he was trapped along with his friends who thought they had Guy Bradford back for a brief time before they managed to escape and move on to this new realm. They were separated for a brief time, but they've been going through, discovering in their first day that they traveled through the realm, met some friends, discovered there was a great battle going on over a hill between the Gravewalker and Prince Auric Bright Eyes. Then they went to a farm. Shadow Nemesis picked a fight with a blacksmith, and everyone died. Then the day restarted and Tyler arrived. They went back to the village, only saving a green-skinned figure known as the General that they had thought could be important. In their first time, they had said they worked for the General. The second time, they saved the General's life from an allergy attack, at which point the General clumsily murdered an elderly man. Shadow Nemesis looted that body before he was executed because he tried to kill the entire village. He wanted to charge him with the crimes of desecrating a body and thieving from the dead. So he's a ghost now that Dell has summoned to talk to the group. The group managed to negotiate their way through the village, and with the loving and supportive help of the Mists, they also have Laura just sent me a message, and that stops me because I read a word, and now I can't think anymore. I'm going to get to that message in a second. It's very exciting. But the Mists gave cockatrices, which is this particular domain's version of horses. They are velociraptors meet ostriches that can be ridden, but if they peck you, they turn you to stone. However, our heroes befriended those cockatrices. Dell is riding Rumple Foreskin. Dell, in this new realm, has started training as a warlock because she has a demon girlfriend who's a succubus named Lucretia, who currently lives in hell and can talk to Dell through a mirror. And New Rogue has a goat that he can touch, and it doesn't kill the goat when he touches it with his goat hands. And Jack Magnum. That's the name of the goat, Jack Magnum, and he loves Jack Magnum more than anything. Having had a death, Tyler struggling with his emotions and people changing in this realm so much so that they may not want to return home, they took a breather. They were on their way to scout the final battle. And while our heroes rested to regain some of their magical abilities as their journey continued, both Ivan, Tyler's familiar, who is currently inside a doll body, and Shadow Nemesis's ghost went to scout for them, while Tyler, Dell, and Rumple Foreskin reminisced about the past, and New Rogue was in a trance, praying and hearing what is going on around him. That was where we left things off at the end of our last episode. Okay, we got through all the continuity questions. They were jokingly talking about Skittle Squanch off air, and I have said we will not be answering any questions about Skittle Squanch at this point. All righty. It's time for us to return to Ravenloft. New Rogue, you are continuing your prayer trance, and during this time, Rumple Foreskin, Tyler, and Dell, you are all sharing stories. Rumple Foreskin more listening, but sharing stories of wet change and your friendship. Dell has taken out her phone and is showing photos of these memories. I am going to say, Tyler and Dell, can you each share your two favorite photos from all of the photos in Dell's phone and why they are important to you?
Oh, yeah. They're all like wet change kind of photos that we're going through?
Wet change or any friendship outside of that, just the gang all together.
Okay. Yeah, I think one is a wet change on stage picture where we all are out on stage, including Dell. Is like kind of like final call, and it's like, yeah, we like did a quick bow after like a great show, and we like bring Dell out because she managed like a great show and lived like amazing tech and stuff like that. And it's just a picture of us just like in like the three of us in like ridiculous costumes, and Dell in like a nice like casual like doing stage work outfit, all just like waving and clapping on a stage. That's one picture. And I think another one is like wet change crew during a little downtime. I think we probably at one point all went to a cottage together, and so it's just like a group selfie on a dock in front of a lake, and that's one that Tyler really likes as well. Yeah,
that's so nice.
Yeah.
Aww.
One of us has a cottage. I'm so jealous.
Or one of us knows someone who has a cottage, or
that's reasonable. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah. There's one of my photos. It's one of my favorite of wet change. Is I'm in the bottom corner holding the selfie, but I'm doing it way over my shoulder. And in the background is the other three guys on their hands and knees painting a backdrop that is like a paint by number. That is a huge backdrop. That's like, and all of them are just covered in paint and mess and everything, but they came together to help actually finish the set backdrop, which is very fun. And then there's one of all of us at a fancy dinner together. And that one, and that one, Ryan and Laura are in it too. So I can point out for Rumple Foreskin because
Yeah,
we
that's a
all
good call.
went out to eat dinner after one of the shows and just were like, we're splurging. So everyone's at a very nice, fancy restaurant that we are not dressed for at all. We are super down dressed for it.
Tyler's brought his fake pistol that looks like the real thing.
Yep. A prop gun that looks
Good
too much
for
like a real
Canada.
gun.
It's a prop gun. It's a prop gun.
Yep. Rumple Foreskin's favorite photo is from a sketch that did not hit the stage terribly much because it was a very weak concept, but it was Adam and Guy pretending in duo to be a horse, refusing to eat apples that Tyler was trying to feed it. And Rumple Foreskin found it like so clueless and so offensive to the idea of what a horse would and wouldn't like, but gets along with you all well enough that it like pushed the limits in a very funny way, because Rumple Foreskin knows a lot of horses who don't like a lot of things. They're all sentient and have no comparison to Earth's horses, but
Yes.
that's Rumple's understanding.
Aw.
New Rogue, you come out of your trance at the end of this. Sometimes we have you roll for things at the end of your trances for memories, but you have been hearing memories this whole time. What is the anecdote that stands out to you that's been told of all these hours of stories about Earth and wet change and your friendship and the world?
Oh, the one of them that was told was when we all went to this park at night, and there was one of those slides, but it was those covered slides, like a tube slide, and we all thought it would be fun to go down it at the same time, and then we got stuck.
Oh.
And I was in the center, and I was like, "Oh, get me out of here! Get me out of here! Get me out of here!" And Adam was able to dislodge himself first, and then he got a branch, and he was able to pull the rest of us
And
out.
jostle the rest of us free by hitting
Under
us
the
with a stick.
bridge.
Yeah.
And I was so thankful, and I was like, Adam, you're just so trustworthy and such a great, decent human being.
Thanks, guys.
You'll never change.
Just so you know, I'll never be evil. Ever, ever,
right.
ever.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
Group
Yep,
hug?
you all remember that moment.
It was a powerful
And
bonding
as-
experience. We were Slide Brothers from thenceforward.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have tattoos.
And-
They Slide Brothers.
Oh my God.
It's on our forearm, and if you put them all together, it makes a slide. Like it's each of us
Yeah.
in our section of the slide.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn it, we're
Yep.
Slide Brothers.
Yeah.
Canonically, Slide Brothers. Dell, do you have a Slide Brothers tattoo?
No. I probably helped design it, and I kind of said, this is awful. There's no way to make this look good. Don't get this. And then they
But Dell
did.
made sure that it
Come on, it's
looks
gonna be great.
30% better than it otherwise would have. Dell, can you roll me a D20? I think we'll say sleight of hand.
Okay. It's 17.
17. It looks as good as it can. You know, it's just the pitch was bad, but Dell did the best art she could, and the tattoo artist represented the art effectively.
Mm-hmm.
Slide Brothers.
Slide Brothers. Slide
All of you-
Brothers.
All of you are proud, and Dell is haunted by it.
Yeah.
She thought it would be something that she thought it would be the most haunting thing from that year, and here you are in Ravenloft. Speaking of haunted, Shadow Nemesis, your ghost is wandering back through the realm towards the torchlight that is Dell, and you find her because you can't hear the others or see what they're doing other than the vague flicker of their soul flame inside them. But you can see her phone, and you can see the photos that she is flicking through and talking about. What are your two favorite photo memories of Adam? What are the ones that stand out to Shadow Nemesis in this moment of connection with his heart of friendship?
I think Shadow Nemesis would by default not want to like them, but he's kind of overwhelmed with seeing the past. And I think the first picture he likes is to go back to that horse seed. It was a horse costume, but it was like two like horse butts that was like together. And so it's Tyler trying to feed a horse, but like a two-butt horse, an apple.
It's Tyler's got to put an apple into a horse's butt.
Yeah, but it's like a horse costume, but just the two ends of a horse costume. So there's no horse head because
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
people
what
won't
he
know
said.
what this is, Adam.
Yep.
Trust me, the joke is that there's no head. I say.
That's why Rumpleforeskin loves how offensive it is.
And so he chuckles. And then the other one, I think is us all in the kitchen making like banana cream pies for like a pie sketch.
Just a shit. The pie sketch. Just a shitload of pies.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
very funny.
and it's like pies coming out of the oven. There's like pies cooling. There's like tasting some of the pie, and it's just like just us in the middle of just like a room of pies.
Fantastic. So, Del, you look up and see Shadow Nemesis has returned. New Rogue, you come out of your trance with all these memories. The stories come to a close, and you all see Ivan just dashing, sprinting back, and skittering to a stop with the rest of the group. You've all returned and come back together, though, Del, only you can see and hear Shadow Nemesis.
Yeah,
You
I'll
realize there is no blood anymore on him.
Oh no.
The magic is gone. You would have to re-summon him because something has changed.
Okay, well, it does give me a concern, so I will resummon Adam. I'm like, oh, well, hold on for a second, and I'm gonna hand my phone to Tyler so he can hold it while I need both hands for this because one of them's gonna get cut off. oh God, Oh, I hope this blood better last. So I spill blood and then I put my thumb over it because it's. I got it too deep in my hand.
Oh, Del.
Oh God!
Do you have to always cut your hand?
I rolled maximum, yes, 4 damage.
Oh man!
But now the blood will come back and show Shadow Nemesis, who has rejoined us, while I'm like, and just holding my hand.
But it's like new
blood
blood,
rain-
it's not mud blood.
If the new blood, it's clean, it's red, it encircles you in the blood rain, Shadow Nemesis. You can see the world in black and white. You can see everything. You can hear everything, and you can be seen and heard. The whole party is back together after sending out scouts. What do you want to tell them, Shadow Nemesis?
Well, first, I think I don't know how tears look on a blood ghost, but like he
red.
just kind of probably red. Yeah, it just blends in. So like he's like kind of like just like rubbing his eyes from the memories and just being like, this the blood must have. It's got my head there. Do your spell better next time, Dale. Come on here. Make my eyes water.
Are you okay, Shadow Nemesis?
Of course I'm okay.
What's up?
What happened?
Oh, you summoned me. I appeared. Oh, I guess you mean you want to know what I saw, hey?
Yeah, what
Yeah,
made you
I
not
mean,
appear?
Yeah, and the blood's gone,
I went down the road. It was really cool. There was like a spooky forest, and I heard bats in the air. You couldn't see them. I heard something that sounded like it was almost like a werewolf, but it sounded more like in agony, like some sort of like hyper werewolf, if you will. Then I saw this super cool, like decrepit, kind of like made out of stone, kind of like house. And I thought, wouldn't that make a pretty cool Shadow Nemesis for us? Oh, and it might have been full of zombies. I'm not sure. Oh, and then another Dell kind of blasted me out of my body.
Wait,
Another
what?
Del?
Oh, well, like a Dell power thing.
A blood power?
Oh yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. I was stealth.
Shadow Nemesis, can you roll me an Arcana
Arcana.
at advantage?
-1 at advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, with advantage, that's 3.
Oh man.
It's definitely a blood power, no question.
Oh yeah. Yep. I got a knack for these things, being a ghost and all. It was 1000% a blood power thing.
Okay, you got attacked by zombies or werewolves with blood power?
Oh no. It was well, it was weird because when I got, first of all, I was like investigating very well. I was even more stealthy as a ghost than I was in life. It was very impressive. And I deduced several things. Then, while caught up in my deducing, like a yellow light came and it smashed me over the head. I was okay because I'm a ghost. But then I kind of looked in the distance and, well, I guess you don't know this, but Del, you are like a beacon in
A what?
like you're very bright in the ghost world. So
Oh.
I am
It's a compliment.
Let me finish. So you're very like I'm drawn to you kind of thing, you know.
Oh.
I don't want this to be weird. It's just like as a ghost, you are just it's like a moth to the flame kind of thingamajiggy. But there was another flame in the distance. And so it was able to do your blood power thingamajiggy, but really, 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 really far away. So
Oh.
one would think they're maybe a little bit more powerful than you.
Maybe like the grave walker guy we've been hearing about, because he eats spirits or something like that. He eats souls or ghosts. I don't know if that's all the same.
But if it's bright, I mean, it could be auric bright eyes.
No.
I guess that's true. That prince guy.
Yeah, it's in the name.
I could go check it out if you want.
Where do you think it was?
Well, it was
it?
kind of what's that? Sorry.
Did you see it?
From a distance. I mean,
Okay.
I was brilliantly investigating the.
Can you roll me an Arcana with advantage, or a perception with advantage? It would be Arcana for somebody else. You're not looking for magic. You're just looking around as a ghost.
Perception. 0. Why do we
zero.
check?
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's always +0. It's been +0 for 3 seasons.
Oh man. with advantage, you say?
Correct.
Oh, thank God. All right. So 17.
17. You look up the hill and realize the bright light of this other kind of soul torch is up at the top, far through the trees at the top of this hill.
Oh, there it is. I say, pointing.
I mean, I'm assuming. Do we see what he sees? I feel like we don't.
You see where he's pointing, but you can't see the magic.
No, yeah.
Well, I mean, we could all go as a group and go check it out together.
Yeah, Ivan, did you see anything else while you were out there?
Let me find out for our dear friend. I mean, I saw a bunch of stuff, man. Like if you go left and you just like follow this road around the hill, and you get like a ways around, then there's like a big path. All the trees have been chopped down. There's a bunch of like death and stuff, and like some dead hobgoblins and whatever, and like all the ground is diseased, and there's a path going up the mountain. It's got a bunch of like dudes on it, and then if you just keep fucking booking it and you go a whole way around, then there's like another path, but it seems like it's like stone laid until they get to like the stuff, and then it goes up and there's like dudes there too, so kind of like coming at it from different angles, and then you keep going all the way around, you end up back here, man.
Wow.
Did the two groups, were they dressed in like soldiers' uniforms, like banners? Like, did they look like they were part of the same force or opposing forces, or just kind of whoever was wearing whatever?
I mean, I don't want to like stereotype, but like one side kind of had all the death stuff, and then like, you know, hobgoblins and imps and skeletons and shit. When there's like, you know, like a rear guard or whatever at the bottom of the mountain, my guess is they like went up top. Then the other side seemed like, I don't know, normal people. Like they're dressed up like military, but some had like armbands and shit because it like didn't quite vibe. You know, like it seemed like they may dress themselves for, you know, take your village to work day.
Just to be clear, none of them were orcs, or were they?
I didn't see any orcs. I don't think so, man. Do you know?
Right.
I mean,
so I think we can rule
sure.
the Stonebreakers out because they're orc thieves. I retained that.
Yeah, good job, New Rogue.
Thank you.
No, well, hold on a minute. If the army is over there, I say pointing to where
up the hill.
Ivan,
Yep.
yeah,
You're right.
up
They
the
got the base.
but my light was somewhere else.
No, your light is at the top of the hill. You are
it's at the top of the hill. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Never mind. All right. Okay. Well, then
Can you roll me a history, Shadow Nemesis?
let me guess. -1. All right. Well, that is a 12.
I'll give this to you because it was something you were pretty obsessed with. You know that the Stonebreakers are on the other hill because those were the caves you were going to scout after you went to the blacksmith. So this is not the Stonebreakers. This is the hill the battle is taking place on. The other hill is the Stonebreakers.
Ah, yes. So this would be the hill where the battle is happening. And I suppose I guess that second dell could be either the Grave Walker, or it could be Turnaround Bright Eyes, or whatever his name was.
Prince
Right.
Oryx.
Right.
Bright eyes.
All right, that makes sense. Well, we have to be careful and make sure Shadow Nemesis is safe, because if it's a ghost eating person, we don't want anything to happen to your ghost soul or anything.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe we stay away. We check other stuff out. We're just here to see how this day ends, right? Like we don't have to.
That's very kind of all of you.
Risking
Still
this.
annoyed that you killed me, but that is very kind that you don't want my soul to be eaten. You know what? Why don't we just go check out this light thing?
If
I
you
say,
Say the light thing, man. You mean we're going up the hill?
if you
I don't know.
I mean, if you guys don't want him to do it, I could just keep summoning him back here.
That feels like that could cost you a lot of blood.
Yeah.
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 That hand's not healing up too good, Del.
You
Keep on reopening the wound.
I am. But
I will point out for you, Del, you spent the blood and it is not disappearing off of him right away. It seems like there was a magical attack that removed his previous blood, whereas now he's back to being able to be brought to you whenever you should
The
so
normal
wish without
blood.
having to spend more.
Okay.
Now, Ryan, I have a question for like ghost power wise. I was able to if I'm in the ghost world, I can see Del as if Del is in front of me,
Correct.
right? So logic would think that I could see this other person clear as day. So
They're just they're a form of light, but you can see exactly where they are in the distance. Yeah, they're like a North Star. You could just walk towards, no problem.
Yeah. So I'm thinking if I'm covered in blood, they're probably going to notice me, because if this blood dude's walking by, you notice it. So I could suggest that the blood magic be like taken off temporarily. I go to check that out. Like, how far away would it be for a ghost? Like a 10-minute spermy walk to where the thing is, and then Del calls me back after a certain amount of time so I can like report.
I think you've got a good idea. You're not sure how fast your Casper tail spermy walk is, but that's something you could absolutely pitch to your team. So turning back around, let's see what happens. We'll take a quick commercial break right there.
Yay.
Right.
Oh boy.
You all watch Shadow Nemesis dramatically turn away. Del, you point out that you could summon him back with blood magic, and Shadow Nemesis turns around and immediately walks back to the group.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Okay. So anyway, I was thinking maybe we should avoid the bright light thing. We're just looking to watch how this day shakes out, right? We're operating under the assumption that it's going to reset somehow, right?
Well, I mean, we could, hear me out. I could dispel the blood. I can maybe run over to where I see the light. I'm going to guess 10 minutes, something like that. And then Del, after that time, you recall me. So then I can, in the blood, and I can report what I saw. And in the meantime, you guys can go to follow where Ivan wants you to go.
I don't really have an opinion, man. You can just go left or right, whatever you want to do.
Ryan, I have a question for you, Dungeon Master.
Sure.
Ryan. Since I've woken up from my trance, where's the sun right now? Like, what time of day is it approximately? Since
You would ballpark, you guys kind of left the village around 8. You got here around 11. It's about 3 hours to get to this part of the hill.
Great.
And then it was about another 4 hours. So it's about 3 p.m.
3 p.m. Okay, cool. Well, okay. Using that information, I'm just like, yeah, okay. So we got some time to kill before it gets dark. So, honestly, Tyler, if you don't feel comfortable going up to the bright light, then yeah, I'm all with what you want to do, buddy. 100%.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
I want group consensus as much as anybody else does. So if you're cool with that, then fine.
Sure.
Shadow Nemesis, if you want to go, I guess you can go check stuff out. You want Del to try and call you back in 10 minutes?
Yeah, give me 10, 12 minutes, and I'll report what I find.
Shadow Nemesis, can you roll me roll me in athletics.
Ooh, okay. Oh, that's good. All right. That's +3. All right, 9.
Yeah. 10, 15 minutes. That feels about right.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. I've worked out the kinks of these spermy legs, so I can really book it if I have to.
Okay. And Del, do you want to do this? I saw that last gash in your hand was pretty nasty.
Oh, well, I mean, as long as the blood is still around, I can just dissipate it and summon it back without having to cut my hand, but I'm just worried, Shadow Nemesis, if that's enough time. Like, if you go far away, I won't know if anything's going on with you.
Well, hey, look. I was sneaky in life, and I am even sneakier and unkillable in death. So...
Did I hear right that you, in the first time you three all did this day, that you split apart from these two and died by yourself?
Well, I was with Dr. Deputy. He also died, so...
Okay, well, he's not here anymore. And
No, he's not. No, he's not here anymore.
And you're going off by yourself to, you say Del is like a light source who... you acknowledge is like able to control ghosts, and you're going to some other light source who is a stranger that, based on your observation, might be able to control or consume or whatever to ghosts. Are you sure you're okay with this?
Tyler, I'm a gambling man, as I've always said. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can book it to the light source in, let's say, 15 minutes, just to be honest. And then you just call me back, and I'll just zip back instantly. So if I'm in trouble, I will just go away from the trouble.
All right, man. I take out my death loop stopwatch because it is also just a timepiece as well. And I say, I'll keep the time here.
Okay. Well, Shadow Nemesis, stay safe. I know you're mad at us about the whole dying thing, but we do care about you. I say and cast Bardic Inspiration on Shadow Nemesis.
Yeah, and if ever you get stuck in a slide, I'll make sure to poke you with a stick to get you out.
Right. Well, you're lucky that being a ghost is pretty fun. Except in the ghost world. The ghost world's pretty, lame. But anyway.
All right.
I go and I run.
I dismiss as he runs away. I dismiss the blood.
It's just like the blood keeps my image for a little bit and then just bloops down.
Yep. It's all dirty again.
It's dirty.
Shadow Nemesis has disappeared invisibly up the hill, and you all have 15 minutes to spend. I know, New Rogue, you wanted to feed some sun fruit to Jack Magnum and to Westra to enhance your bond with them.
Yeah.
Say that takes 5 minutes. You are all just here. You've been doing a rest and ready to go. And then the answer was more waiting. Is there anything you were saying to each other during this wait? Is there anything that you were doing? Or is this just a watch the clock, wait 15 minutes?
Well, I guess we can start making our way around to one of these armies. I mean, I'm assuming they're going to converge somewhere. So we might as well hang out and see what they do. The ones with the armbands Ivan described sound a little less hostile than the ones that were leaving a bunch of death and corpses around. So you want to show us where those guys were?
If I had to guess, those would be the good guys. And the other ones be the bad guys in a necromantic soul-stealing sense.
Okay, yeah. Did you see a bunch of gnomes? Apparently this village's gnomes, their best fighters, all went to fight in this war or something. So
I didn't see any gnomes. It just seemed like a bunch of irregular people. Just like this, just a whole smorgasbord of just randos. Just hanging out, doing their best or whatever.
All right, well, here, come on up here, and I'll scoop them up and put them on my head, on my horns.
Thanks, man. That's nice.
All right, well, yeah, lead the way, and I'll start walking.
All right, do you see this dirt road right here?
Yeah.
Go that way. It just points along the road.
All right. Should we ride or walk, folks?
I'm already on Westra. Let's go, baby.
Jesus, all right.
What was that? Jack Magnum, what the hell is he saying? She's just going rawr. There's no meaning behind it. No, seriously, tell me what she's saying. Come on, don't be. What the fuck? Come on. Okay, keep your secrets. Okay, let's go. Woo! Really want to know what she's saying. Okay, I get it. You're impenetrable. You're just a box of secrets.
And the mist swirls up around you, New Rogue. It gives you a pop culture reference that helps you better situate this moment.
Yeah, Jack Magnum's just treating me kind of like weirdly, like I'm a familiar stranger. I'm like, it's like I'm Cody from this sitcom Step by Step, and Jack Magnum's Patrick Duffy, and we're at a Loggerheads. Dude. Okay, I don't know who Miller Boyette Productions is, but whatever. Okay, let's go.
And the mist swirls up around you. It gives you another pop culture reference to help you understand this conflict.
Oh my God.
Okay, so what? It's like you're Ekans and she's coughing. Shouldn't that mean like you're friends? Like, who am I in this situation, Jack Magnum? Who is Brock? Jesus. He's a rock guy? Okay, so wait, so he's not friends with this coughing and with the Ekans? Why would you say this to me?
The mist swirls up around you, giving you a third pop culture reference, helping you understand this conflict.
Okay, you're just as confusing as the Digimon show, which I have no experience with outside of the theme song. So, Digimon champions, let's go.
Oh my God.
Mochi, I know that's from Monster Rancher.
And the mist swirls up around you and gives you another pop culture reference that'll help you turn this whole thing around.
Okay. Okay, let's just call a truce. Just like the town of Springfield did when Armin Tamzarian and Principal Skinner met. I'll just go on the train and be shipped away, and you, as Principal Skinner, get to stay put. Yay! I'm losing out in this predicament.
Rah! Yells Westra as she just starts going. Del,
We weren't going? Oh my God.
No, this is a long discussion.
Always strong.
I am at the back of this train, and then up with Rumple Foreskin, and I'm going to ask Werner Herzog for a ghost story because I'm stressed, and I'm like, maybe he will have one that will help in this situation. I don't know.
Amazing. Roll that die. Let's see what you find.
Okay, this one is the Tale of the Avenger, which is for 1 minute, any creature that hits target with melee attack takes force damage equal to a roll of my Bardic Inspiration die. So it's a battle one.
Hello, Del. Nice to see you. So glad Shadow Nemesis is dead. Thank you
I
for
thought
that.
you'd be happy about that.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet getting to see it happen and knowing that you all didn't help him. There's a ghost here who wants vengeance. Seems like that's a thing you might be interested in.
Yeah.
His name is Nicholas Philip Church. He died. Shut up, Nicholas. I'm saying it. He died embarrassingly fighting a general.
Yeah, I saw
and then they
it.
both fell down on their weapons,
Yeah.
and he'd really like to prove that he could hit someone one time or something. So very, very angry. If you or one of your friends, I'm going to be on this, just kind of stand like a bit of a dumper, just like be an old gnome and go, oops, and imagine like a little bit of a fall like he did. Then you'll get all of his fury for a brief time.
Wow. There really aren't many ghosts here, huh, Werner?
Yeah, it's really kind of what you make at this point.
Okay. Well, Thanks.
If we get a
thanks.
sudden influx, I'll try to let you know.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna go keep hunting.
Yeah, enjoy
Shadow
your
Nemesis.
gloating. Okay.
Oh
bye.
yeah, I'm gonna teach him a lesson.
And he disappears back into the wilderness.
It's something anyway.
And sometimes something anyway is all you can hope for in Ravenloft. Take a quick commercial break right there.
Forget that theme song.
Shadow Nemesis. You find yourself ghost racing up a hill. It is nice for you because you don't have to worry about the trees themselves for your travel time. You can just flow through this environment. But one of the challenging things is it is all grayscale. It is very hard to make anything out as you go. I need 2 different tests from you. Can you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Constitution. All right. Okay. +2.
Because you have minimal experience with ghost running.
That is a total of 16.
16. Okay, you're making some good time. Can you roll me a perception at disadvantage because you can't see the world in black and white? You were in ghost world to try to take in anything about the real world around you.
0. I remember. Okay. Oh boy. Hold on. Let me check where the lines are. Okay, I rolled a 6. I rolled a 6 and a 9, so I was just like, hold on a minute.
Yep. You are booking it up. You are making good time. You are seeing this bright torchlight soul flame of a person at the top of this hill. You are realizing now, despite the fact that you are making good time, you're realizing you don't have the same physical limitations. You can feel exhaustion, but it doesn't actually stop you from continuing to move as fast as possible. It's going to take you about a half hour to get up this hill. You are focused so hard on running, you can't see anything around you, but you realize you're only going to get halfway before you get called back.
Oh.
What do you do?
Okay, so did I just start running and I realize it's half an hour, or have I been running?
No,
for
you've
like
had to
10 minutes?
commit. You've committed to the path. You've been running for a bit.
I have to assume you've been running for the length of New Rogue's conversation with Jack.
You're 7.5 minutes out.
All right. I'll turn around and then I'll be like, oh, it's half an hour away, and then I'll go again.
Where you're going back to camp?
Yeah, I'm gonna see where Dell is, and I'm gonna go back and be
There's
like,
a lot of trees, and you rolled a 6 on your perception. Oh, fuck, you're right. Dell glows. Okay, you can see Dell.
all right, and then I kind of hoof it back to just say it's like half an hour.
You would. Can you roll me on athletics?
Athletics. That's +3. Okay.
I get so tired.
Oh, that is an 18 total.
An 18 is very good, and you realize you are just flying across the ground. You're running, so well, so effectively, so efficiently. Unfortunately, you are not as fast as a horse, so you cannot catch Dell. After 7 minutes of not quite getting there because she's riding a horse, Dell summons you back, and you are yanked, just speeding through the universe to end up beside her.
Woo!
Are you okay, Shadow Nemesis? What happened? Did you get in any trouble?
Yeah, look, I kind of beefed it. It was farther away than I thought. I made it about, 7 minutes out, and then I was like, oh, it's a half an hour. And then I turned around, and then you were like really far away. I could go, but ooh, is there can I send you like a psychic ghost message? Maybe when I arrive?
I don't know. I've never had a ghost send me a ghost message.
Okay, let's try. I'm going to think something at you. Okay, go.
Go where? Go where?
Say what I said.
I only heard what you said out loud.
Blast.
What did you say?
Maybe you need to open your mind more. I was like, Shadow Nemesis is super cool. Rock on. That's what I said.
Okay. I mean, I don't really. If I open my mind to ghosts anymore, I mean, when that happens, I hear them screaming and I can't focus or think or hear anything else.
No. Well, I don't know. I don't know what ghost powers are. I thought you were the expert.
I just do this. This is what I do. I'm doing it already.
Okay. Can you?
I will say, because Dell has not consciously resummoned the blood, Dell just stopped with Rumple Foreskin and has been talking to the air.
Okay,
You have
so
no
again, we have
context and no
stopped.
visuals.
Okay, got it.
Tyler and New Road. I assume Dell stopped because he can't keep up with
He can't keep up with horses.
Okay. Okay. Hear me out. You have the reality blade, correct?
Right?
And if I understand how the reality blade works, you can literally make anything, correct?
I mean, that's not exactly, sort of.
Okay.
These things have limitations.
Well, hear me out. Why don't you create some like ghost psychic headbands? You put one on, I'll put one on, and then we can just communicate with each other.
Psychic headbands.
You didn't hear that.
I'm beside myself. Can't we just go walk over there?
Oh, well, are you going there?
I don't know. We're just following the path. Is it this way?
Are they heading towards the light?
No, the light is at the top of the hill and they're going around the hill.
Oh, you're going around the hill. It's at the top of the hill.
All right.
How's it going back there, Del?
Del, are you talking to Werner?
Oh, no. Oh, sorry. And then I'll summon Adam back with the actual blood because I just...
Yep.
Dirty blood rain begins covering Adam again. You can see and hear him. Adam, the whole world goes from grayscale to black and white. You can see it all now.
Ooh, right. Hello, yes. So,
Shadow Nemesis is back, but he didn't do anything.
yeah.
Oh, come on. What happened?
There's a slight miscalculation in time. I'm just, if I was alive, I'd be able to book it there super quick. But as a ghost, my little spermy propeller won't move as quickly as I would like it to. So,
Okay.
Spermy
Are you
propeller.
coming with us around the hill then, or are you going to go back up? We give you more time, or what?
yeah, you know what? You guys go. Why don't I?
with you, or
No. I'll go. Just like give me like. Can I judge like the distance? Maybe. Can I like?
You'd guess it's about a half hour. After your previous guess, you'd guess it's about a half hour to get to the top. You're not
Yeah.
100% sure, like a couple minutes either way, but that'd be your ballpark.
Yeah. You know what? Okay. New plan. How about give me a good 35 minutes,
Okay.
and then call me back,
All right.
and then
Okay.
right, and I'll secret myself there, and I'll use my stealth ghost powers.
Okay. Tyler, you got that marked down? How much time?
35 on this thing? Yeah. And I'm just trying to think of a spell that might help. Nothing I have lasts 35 minutes. That would be helpful. So good luck. Good luck to you, Shadow Nemesis.
Ooh, idea. Can you send message to my head?
If you are 35 or 30 minutes of travel away, no, that's too far, buddy.
Oh,
It's
I was
like
gonna
120 feet. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Right. All right. Well, I'm going to go.
I guess see you in 35 then, I guess. I dismiss the blood off of him.
Okay.
World's grayscale. You can still see Dell, but everything else is blurry and lonely.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna head over there. Bye.
Bye.
And off he goes. Shadow Nemesis, you begin racing up the hill again. I will say you passed your con save and you rolled a pretty good athletics save, so you are moving efficiently, sprinting up to the top, able to maintain your full, massive, human best top speed the entire way. It is painful to do so, but it is physically possible to do so, so you are booking it up the hill. Meanwhile, your friends are riding around the circumference of this hill on a dirt road surrounded by trees. Can you all roll me a stealth with advantage, please?
Okay. That Yes, a 15 for me.
That's a 17. That's a 17 for Tyler. It's not getting better.
Oh no. It is only an 8 for me, but I am riding a flaming horse.
That is true. Let me see how your horse does. Your horse does very, very well. I will say collectively, you advance forwards. Rumple Foreskin takes the lead, able to figure out where the gaps in the path are and to prevent the cockatrices from hitting anything that would trip them or make them step into a hole or cause anybody have a bad, loud time. You can see in the distance, Ivan raises a hand and says, hey guys, everybody slow down. It's just right on this corner here. There's like the path. You look and see that there has been a hurriedly laid down street. There are some stones, they almost seem like waymarkers off to the side, but trees have been cut down, felled in a lumberjack piles off to the side. Not as many kind of boughs as you would expect are still in place here. Like there are more trees that have been cut down than there are visible to you at this time, but it's clear that there was a large swath of land that led towards this hill and up this hill, which apparently is the path. You don't see any soldiery at this point, but based on where Ivan has stopped you, it's like, yeah, man, you go around that corner and they're gonna just like be able to say like, hey, what's up? Okay. And then we're there. You guys got like an approach you want to take? We just gonna say hi.
Yeah, I'll dismount from Jackson Triggs the cockatrice, and if he, I think of these creatures as having like harnesses, like a horse would have. I'm just gonna tie it to a tree or something like that to keep him here.
Sure, Jackson Triggs lets you. There's no conflict with that. Just happy to do what told.
Yeah, I'm going to follow suit, but I'm going to put Jack Magnum on top of the saddle with Westra and lasso them up. And I'm just like, okay, Westra, look after little baby here. Little baby.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh
Well,
God.
Jack Magnum, tell Westra just to keep it down. Okay.
Can you roll me an animal handling?
Here we go.
6.
Here's happening.
6.
Jack Magnum goes and kicks Westra in the back of the head, who goes
Jack Magnum, that's a bad Jack Magnum. No. I take Jack Magnum off and I'm like, "What, Jack Magnum, what are you doing? Keep it down, please. You can't kick your babysitter." Okay?
I go to hide. I'm going to go hide.
Yep. Can you roll me a stealth, Tyler? Dell, if you're, I imagine, Rumple Foreskin.
I'm on Rumple Foreskin.
Haven't got off yet. Yeah.
Yes, I'm still on.
You guys are in the woods. Roll me a stealth with advantage. You have a horror. You have Rumple helping you. New Rogue, are you staying out here or are you going to go hide?
I can't leave them high and dry, so I'm just going to be like, okay, come on, both of you. Yes, let's go hide in the brush with them. I'm sorry, Westra. I don't know what's wrong with him right now. You are in so much trouble, little guy. I swear to God. Oh, okay. It was an accident. Pinky, promise? You have hooves. That's right. Okay. Well, pound it. No pound? Wow. Rude. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's just hide. I'll talk to you later.
And you all hide in the woods. Meanwhile, reaching the top of this hill as you have sprinted forwards, Shadow Nemesis, can you roll me a perception at disadvantage?
No. All right. That is, yep. Don't know why I checked. That would be a 9.
9. You still are focused on this torchlight. You can see that there are things around you, but it's so hard through this like grayscale, blurry haze of reality that you can't paint a picture of what it looks like as the blood is inactive upon you. But you are making your way towards this torch. And you're about 400 feet away when you see it turn and raise a hand and you are drawn through space and time the same way as when Del grabs you. And you find yourself with your throat in the hand of a lean, gaunt man in gray, almost toga-esque robes, covered in tattoos, just these strange sigils and shapes. He is blind. There is a sash over his eyes that blood has dripped down and dried. And you realize these are tattoos that have been put in place as he stares at you regally with a severed, rotted hand standing on one shoulder that you see twitch and reposition itself.
Ew.
And he says, "Hello, new friend. I am the Grave Walker."
And that's the end of this episode.
No!
That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jesters' adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Toronto time. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So, catch up on the story, follow Dum Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Dark Mysterious Halloween Night by Sound Gallery by Dimitri Taras. And our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too.
Dum Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: Christopher Little, George Dolby, Richard Cranium, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Logan, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, Schrodinger's Pepper, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Garbo Ape, Locke, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia De Los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Remy Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Shulzari, The Long Family, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Alex Parr, Old Man Mojo, Dragonfly, The Body Barrelers, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, Panda24NN, Shendra D, Your Homeboy Bones, The Gata Family, Ellis Hatch, Odigenous, Dan the Welshman, Afflicto Gaming, Aiden, Beef Not Cheese, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.